Hey GolfPass, Chris Como here, and we're going to talk bunker play. And something I see a lot of recreational golfers struggle with is this idea of how do you have loft, one at address and then at impact. And they'll oftentimes open the face up quite a bit of a bunker, like we've all seen that and heard that ad nauseum, right? But then from there they'll make a move and the ball just kind of glances off to the right or really doesn't have quite that sound at impact where it's got the thud, that sort of spanking sound, and the ball comes out high and soft. And what's happening? Well, when I see it on the practice range or the bunker when I'm teaching, it's oftentimes they open the face, but then they don't really know how to work their hands, their wrists, their forearms, their overall release pattern through the shot to really match that face being open. So what you'll see is people will open the face a little bit, and then in an effort to get this in the air, there's an element of almost like trying to work their form this way where it's never really turning towards the target. It's like they're keeping the face open through their form, a little bit of maybe this chicken wing, and there's really no speed in the club head. So now what needs to happen is, just like in a normal golf swing, the release pattern is not that different. There needs to be a little bit of this turning down motion. The trail arm is going to work on top a bit. The lead forearm is going to turn down, but you still want to have a lot of loft. So this is an exercise I learned from Jamie Lovemark, PGA Tour player. He's got short game just so good, nasty short game. He would hit some shots where he would actually open the face in like crazy amounts, almost to where, if you can see, this face is going to be pointing basically parallel to the target line. So if that was square, 90 degrees to that. Now, he would open the face so much that there's no way you could even make contact with the ball this way. You would literally hit the hosel. But then from there, he would learn how to really turn it down. Not learn, but he would do this. He would turn it down to where now the face would end up being not quite square, but let's just say 20 degrees open to the target line. So he'd go from his normal setup, whatever grip he would have. And essentially, when you have the face that open at setup, you're basically taking what would be an extremely weak grip, but you have a normal setup. So from that, really in a sense, weak grip, he would now turn this down to get the face square. And that would create a lot of speed in the club head, get this head to line up with the butt end, which is how you're going to have a lot of loft and impact without the face necessarily being a ton open. So the drill is open it quite a bit. You may not need to go perfectly parallel to target. That's an extreme version of it. So let's just say we're going to open this, we'll call it 60 degrees. Now from there, what I want you to do is take your normal grip that you wouldn't have set up in a bunker play. And then I want you to feel like from there, you're going to get the face square. So I'm going to open it quite a bit. You know what? Open it even more. Try the parallel one. Open it and then really turn it down, try and get square. Okay? We're in here, we're trying to learn. When we're practicing, we're learning. So don't be afraid to experiment. Don't be afraid of a little trial and error. So you're going to open the face to parallel the target. And now the idea is how square can you get it at impact? And that's going to teach you how to really, what we would call turning that down, getting that club head to line up with the button of the club, not sort of drag through it. All right, here we go. And that ball came out really high, really soft, very nippy at the bottom, had a little thud, felt really nice. But the reason for it wasn't just the setup, it's also what you do with that setup. How do you work your hands, your wrist, your form in the downswing? And it's really important to really learn how to get that motion of that turn down with whatever setup you have, because that's what's going to create a nice release pattern at the bottom, get that club head to line up with a lot of speed, which is imperative for hitting these high, soft bunker shots with quite a bit of spin. So again, open the face quite a bit. From there, try to feel like you square it up, turn it down, let that thing zip through. Next time you're practicing your bunker play, I would really encourage you to try that, little try and error. I think if you get a feel for it, it can really help your bunker game.